Well, I've been working on the details of this engine. It's like I've got it all disassembled, but what I'm doing is I'm testing the sub-assemblies, making changes, and then retesting them. I have the fan, the cooling fan now on, taking power right at that buck boost board, which runs for the chuff control, or puff controller. And it does not take a lot of power. He doesn't either, so they're both going to be taking about 3 to 5 volts. And that's going to be easier on this board and easier on everybody else. And I'm not taking it from the relay circuit, which is hanging down here in my lap. You can see the tailings of the fan controller have been cut off. I'm running it through a separate board and into the fan. So the fan will run at low speed now, which is a good thing. It even runs at idle, which is a good thing. We have smoke at low speed, as you can see, and I can diddle with that. I got buttons and knobs that can change the level of smoke, but we also have a high-speed smoke. It thins out a little bit, and that's where I'm going to be adjusting next, is the smoke plume, if you will. But I've also been working on, unsuccessfully apparently, the idle smoke, which is interesting. I'm going to just have to set... Oh, now I've done it. I pulled off my power supply. Out. All right. I'm just going to set this here for a moment. Get it back to idle. Oh, there it is. Now we got it. Okay, I didn't do anything. I just turned it off and on again. Okay, so there's the idle speed. Get it over here so you can see a little more of what's going on. So you see puffing out. Now I've got a full-sized, actually an oversized fan blade on here. It's more like this one here. That's the size of blade we have on it now. This is the one that Andy came up with. It's very similar, but a little smaller, a little shorter. And then this is one that I came up with at one time to allow a higher speed but a lower fan. What I wanted was the motor to run nice, but I didn't really want as much airflow. And that one did work well for some of the stationary systems. So I may try to put him in and see how that works with us. So that's what I'm tuning now, is the effects, okay? And the fact that we don't have sound at low speed bugs me a little bit. I got to work on why. The sound power is actually AC, so it's coming from the track. What I may do is switch off from the smart smoke, which takes a lot more power, and switch it over to one of the other devices that gets AC coming in, or give it a dedicated AC. Don't know yet. I mean, I have them, right? I have rectifiers. Okay. What I wanted you to hear is the chuffing, but if I slow this down and get you right in here, you can hear that fan motor going wah, 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 wah. And that's the difference between a full power puff and a brake. So when it goes wah, wah, it's getting a puff and then a brake, puff, brake, puff, brake. So it should be getting a puff, puff, just like this. The challenge is we're going so fast. Now you can really see 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. The puff and brake. But now, as you can see, I'm going so slow. I don't have enough power to make the sound system turn on, and it runs off AC. It should be firing up. So I'm gonna change its pickup point somehow, some way. I'm gonna change it. Okay. The other thing. Well, I guess that's where I'm at. I got the fan coming on good. I have the low speed now when you come to idle. And I you know, it's funny because yeah, there's the pop-off valve. We have the pop-off valve. but we don't have smoke. The smoke fan. So every once in a while, yes, every once in a while, no. Let me do this again. I'll set this here. That didn't last. Stay. You stay. Okay. Let's see what happens. I get it to run. It's running at full speed now, but it's making a racket. It's screaming, and it's pushing out a lot of smoke, which it's low speed. That's not exactly what you want. It's running at 3.2 volts, which is actually more voltage than when we're puffing and chuffing, 2.8. So what the hell's the matter with you? Why isn't it turning on when I'm in idle mode? And I don't know what it is. I've yet to figure out. Unless I'm losing power through the relay, maybe, or something. I don't know. But the other thing I had found, searching for and found, I wasn't really searching for them. I was just cleaning up. Oh, now I don't know where I put them. Great. I was clean. Oh, there they are right in front of me. I was cleaning up, and I found my supply of reed switches. And inside my supply of reed switches are my supply of magnets for the reed switch. And as I was looking at this cam, I'm thinking, you know, this switch here is for the chuff, and we're running out of chuff at the high RPM, but we're not running out of chuff on the K5 at high RPM. The K5 is chuffing all the way up to full speed. It's going, but it's running. Okay, same soundboard. Okay, what if it's the... Someone mentioned this to me on YouTube conversation that those limit switches are limited, right? And it's to a point, yes. So what I'm thinking is, what if I just put in, I can unplug this. I think it's a socket. I don't know. I'll find it. Yeah, there it is, chuff trigger. Unplug it, glue in on the opposite cam, on the cam that would trigger it, just glue on that magnet, and then just hold the reed switch wired into this socket like a test, and just see, I could like tape it or something so it stays, and just see if the trigger for the chuff is better with the magnetic reed switch. It should be the same as the one. Now the difference is this is a 2-pulse cam, not a 1-pulse cam. The K5 has a 1-pulse magnet because it's the conventional gear, you see, and it's a 1-to-1, one wheel rotation, one rotation of this gear, one in and out stroke of this guy. So think it over. If I went to one stroke here, this would be the chuff and puff stuff. I would get more differential between the puffs. You know, I would have a puff and then a break, and the break would have time to actually break. So you could see those. It's a single chuff. I know it's not real, but what is? It's a toy train. You want to see the chuff. You want to hear the chuff. I don't know. At any rate, that's a thought. It's on my mind. I could go to one and see how it works. I could put 2 magnets on there and have it work the same. Two magnets triggering. The magnet won't affect this switch. This switch would be 2 cams. So I could have 2 chuffs and 2 puffs and 2 chuffs, or 1 chuff, 1 puff. Well, it yields to test. It yields to experimentation, I think. And that's part of what this is all about. Optimizing, putting together the best system you can, you know, blah, blah, blah. There's another one of those big blades. Ooh, it's a big blade. Moves a lot of air. I mean, I have engineered this smoke system. It is really efficient. Maybe a little too efficient. That's why I go back to these. I build all this, put all that energy in that, and then I go to a blade that looks like, you know, something off of a, I don't know, some kind of a fishing boat or something. Anyway, that's what we're up to. Everything's running good. I did put the body on yesterday, but I didn't take any video. I wished I had because it really looked awesome. The wiring is still not... I'm still tuning up all the systems. I now have this working well. My next objective is to get the soundboard to come on early as it's supposed to. I have some thoughts on that. The next thing I'm going to, well, and in the meanwhile, I'll be tidying up the smoke thing and see if there isn't. I'll change that blade next and see if I can get a lower pulse, a lower volume of smoke with the higher voltage that I need to turn the motor. So if that's all you can do, it's all you can do. Don't know why this circuit. I can read the circuit tonight. Maybe it's one of these resistors. I could lower or raise that resistor and I'd get a better result with it. I don't know the answer. I pull things off because I'm working on them all the time, checking them and trying to find out, how can I optimize and whatnot. So this is what you do once you get something that works. You just tinker with it. At least that's what I do. And I like tinkering, kind of. It's fun. Oh, look at that. Well, I got the fan working, right? Yeah, I got the fan working. That's a good thing. Fan works at low speed. I need that. You're idling at the station. You want these things cooled down, and this fan is really cool. I mean, literally. It works well. When the body's on and everything, it'll pull air. I don't know where I'm going to put the holes. On the bottom, maybe. Yeah, have holes in the bottom so it pulls air up here and it flows across and then back down. That may be the answer. Anyway, that's where I'm at. I got to go up and help Margaret. She's still hobbled a little bit, but she's trying to do more, and I have to help her to do more so she feels better. It's hard to explain, but she feels like she's not doing anything. She doesn't feel good. And then when she does too much, she feels bad. Oh, that's a good-looking blade there. That's a reduced blade, but it looks better than that one. May use that one. All right, I'll try to get more interesting, fun-looking stuff tomorrow. We're chugging along. I mean, we're there. We got it. We got everything that works. It's working. Now it's a fine-tuning. It's like tuning for the race. Maximum speed, the shortest cycle time around the track, blah, 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 all that. That's where we're at. Okay. Take care, gang. Have a good weekend.